The Diode Dynamics front and rear LED side markers that we have here today will appeal to all 2010 through 2014 owners who are looking to completely smoke out the markers themselves, while at the same time adding some unique and very bright quality LED lighting in the process. Now, this American-made set will include 2 amber markers for the front, along with 2 red markers for the rear, all for right around the $200 price point. All right, so first things first here, guys, I do want to say that if you're just simply looking to smoke out the factory markers on your S197, you can certainly save a bunch of money and just go with a traditional vinyl tint kit instead. In fact, if you'd like to check out the vinyl options that we have in addition to some other options on the site, certainly do so before pulling the trigger on these, just to kind of weigh your options. Now, on the other hand, if you do dig that smoked out or blacked out look and would also like to add some brightness through a modern LED, then the Diode Dynamics options that we have here are certainly going to be worth a look. Now, let's talk a little bit more about that unique pattern, because unlike your factory markers that are just going to utilize a single dull incandescent bulb, the Diode Dynamics options are going to utilize a high intensity LED strip that will illuminate the entire center of the marker here, basically from end to end. Now, those LEDs are going to be housed in an ABS plastic base here, then topped off with that real dark smoked polycarbonate lens. And the entire markers themselves are a direct copy of the factory markers in regards to overall shape or design. That just means for you guys, they're going to be a direct swap install. Also, guys, keep in mind there's no wiring needed here with the diode kit. Everything is completely plug and play. That will also contribute to a much easier install. Now, again, the diode kit has been made here in the USA, and everything is backed by a 3-year limited warranty in case you run into any issues. But now we want to go into that install a little bit more, show you how it's done. And again, because this is a direct swap plug and play job, site's just going to go soft 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour, which I think is excessive, but regardless, just give yourself a little bit of time in the garage. You should be good to go. But to give you a better idea of how exactly this job will go down, here's an AM customer to walk you through it now.
Today we're working on this 2012 Shelby GT500. We're putting these Diode Dynamic smoked marker lights in. It says you need a 7, a 10 Phillips screwdriver, and a ratchet. We're going to start with the passenger side first, primarily the right front. For this application, sometimes you can turn the wheels left to right to get you better clearance. So we're going to go ahead and turn the steering wheel to the left, bring the wheels to the left, give us some more clearance. All right, now we're going to take this screw out here, these 2 7mm. We're going to have to pull this inner fender well back and pull this lightly or you'll break the clips. Pull this back and remove the light, which also takes two 10mm bolts. Now we have to pull on this lightly so we don't break the clips, if we can avoid it. And pull this back. And then you have to take your 10mm now, go in and take the 2 10s from behind the bulb and the lens off. See, it's just a little piece of metal bolt nut. Push that out and unplug it. Right this second. Now unscrew this, unplug it, remove your old bulb, and come over here and get the new one. Match it up to the one you just removed, which is most likely this one right here. Go back, you have to plug this in to your original socket. And shove it back in there. Make sure you don't pinch the wire. and twist it back in. Now when you first put these in, plug it in and go turn your lights on. Make sure it works. Now that we've got a good connection, everything's connected together, light works. So make sure you definitely check the light works before you reinstall. Now I'm gonna go turn these lights off right quick so we can finish that. All right, it's time for reinstall. You put the nuts back on it, tighten them back down. Make sure you don't tighten these too much because you are just screwing a plastic stud, so you can snap them real easily. And there we go, first one in. This fender well is going to go back behind the bumper cover. Snap it back in, reinstall your screws. All right, one's done. Now we're going to move to the back. So now we're changing the right rear. So we're going to take out these screws here, about the same as the front. You got to take out these screws and then pull the bumper back. Now if you have the non-marring tool, you can literally, they say you can pop these out without even having to remove all this, but I don't have one and I don't really like messing up the paint, so we'll just do it the old school way. Slide this off, I believe. Yep. Pull this out just a hair, gently of course. And bam, full access. So you just push this tab in here. If it wants to work with you, and pull the light out. Same as the front, you basically unplug this or twist it out of the socket. If it wants to come loose. Remove your light bulb. You get your other light. Make sure to match it up so you don't have a hard time, which will be this one right here. Come plug it in. Easier way to check these is you can keep your remote on you. Unlock and lock the doors, or just unlock, see if it works, which it does. We end like Flynn. Snap it back in. Oh, we missed that one. Now we got it. Be careful with these tabs. Like I said, if you take these loose, you break them. It's not going to sit very well. Snap it all back together. Sometimes you have to pull that just back just a hair. Reinstall your screws. Ta-da, all done. So when you go back to do this side, it's the same thing as the passenger side, just reverse order. Exact same stuff.
So if you are looking for, I would say, one of the nicest methods of not only smoking out your marker lights, but also adding some extremely bright LED lighting at the same time, then you'll want to consider this American-made kit from Diode Dynamics right here at AmericanMuscle.com.